Greetings all and welcome to the 5-week flow intro video. Thank you all for signing up, participating, and trusting me in this process. I am a fitness and holistic coach. I have been in the industry for about 20 years or more, and I am super passionate in helping people get unstuck in their situation and moving again and empowered through health, improved health and lifestyle optimization so that they can bring their best to their life endeavors, whether it be their profession, family life, relationships, whatever it is. If we're compromised in our health and our daily situation, how our lives are set up, it prevents us from bringing what we really want to bring to the things that are important to us in our life. So that's a huge part of what I do. And how this came to be, this particular program is, for one, I was looking for a way to pay it forward early in the year. So that's why I'm not charging for this event. I'm also inspired every year by everyone's efforts and excitement around setting goals, setting resolutions, and making a difference in the new year. However, I'm empathetic to how it plays out quite often, which is within 30 to maybe 60 days, we hit a wall and we crash and burn. What I've been observing as what I think the reason why is that we don't realize that at the end of the year, there's a lot happening. You got holiday events, you got a lot more visits with family. There's a lot of different things going on that closes out the year. A lot of it's really good stuff, but it does take some energy from us, both mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So when we come into the new year and set goals and get started, and we come back to the office with a pile of work to do, we're going in and reacting to this stuff, and it starts out pretty consistent, and then we hit a wall. So part of this is acknowledging that some regeneration needs to take place, and maybe a gradual process of setting our goals and moving one step at a time towards it in a way that's realistic and sustainable so that we meet what we want to experience and have next New Year's Eve. So that's the beginnings of this process is let's set this up right. And I call it finding the flow. Let's find the flow of 2020 and get aligned with what we need to do in order to be successful this year. So the 5-week flow, the purpose of it is to create an online, in this case, an email platform or online community of people moving towards their goals together, working together as a team, and to stay on track and accountable so that we can have a fun and enjoyable process to get aligned with what we want to experience going forward into our year. So what to expect? Like I mentioned, it's an email platform to start. So I laid out the schedule template for the week, and so you know what to expect and when to expect it. Some of the big days is Sunday. The first of my 5 domestic athlete guiding principles will be delivered every Sunday with the content. A blog goes along with it, and a task of the week. Okay, so when that comes, just review it. It shouldn't be too hard to sort of come up with what you're going to do for the task, and I'm available to ask questions. And the best part about that is that if you ask the questions, I'm going to answer it back to the group. So you engaging with me helps the team, everyone in the group. So don't hesitate to put up your hand, send an email, whatever it is, to let me know or ask a question regarding the tasks or anything that's going on. Where do we begin? I would recommend first setting a goal or writing down a goal. So something that you want to impact in your life, whether it be health, lifestyle, or observing anything that's going on right now, like what you would want to impact within the next 90 days. Secondly, tell somebody. So find a buddy. So some of the people in the group are already been buddied up because they know each other. So they're accountability buddies. But if there's someone in your life that you can trust and rely on to kind of hear you out and maybe you can bounce ideas off of, feel free to share this with a buddy. That buddy doesn't necessarily have to be part of the group, but you can share with them what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve. And for the next 5 weeks, you just need someone to tell or share, what you're doing to make sure you're accountable to it. So find a goal, find a buddy. The third thing is, which I tell everybody to do at the very beginning of a program when I'm working with clients and coaching people through their lifestyle and their programs, is just start observing. So the only way to know what to change is to gather the data first. So in your waking hours, from when you wake up in the morning to before you go to bed, what are you observing? What are you experiencing? What are you feeling? In this process for about 5 to 7 days, you're going to start noticing things that are working and things that are possibly not working. So we'll be able to work on those things and iron those things out over time during this process as well. It's all part of getting into the flow of what's happening and adapting so things start to work more in your favor, moving more towards redesigning and optimizing your lifestyle. So those are the three things to begin with: the goal, the buddy, just start observing, okay? So next to come is this Sunday, we start officially. First of the 5 guiding principles with the first task. I'll deliver it Sunday evening, early evening. Read it over, let me know if you have any questions, and then we begin. And trust the process. The only way to do this wrong is to not have fun, make it overcomplicated, and get stressed out. So if you don't feel empowered, if you're not having fun, we're doing it wrong. So definitely put your hand up, drop an email, whatever it is. If you're getting a little bit anxious about it, it's a step-by-step process, but it's also unfolding organically, and the experience will be slightly different for everybody. I understand that. And what we're going to do is work together, so you're not alone in the process. All right, so let's get started and let's do this. Thanks a lot. Thanks again, and let's get going.